Hi guys, it's me again with another video for you of workouts that you can do at home. Today I'm going to show you exercises for your upper body that you can do with bands. Being that gyms might be closed for a while, an investment that we kind of made that has been great for us is this band gym in a bag band kit that we got. You can get it on Amazon, you don't have to, but let me show you what it has. It has been great for us. In here, they have all different sizes of bands, and you can tell by how thick they are, how tough they're going to be, and they also have the weights on them, so how much weight you're pulling. And then it has a door stop to put in the door, and I'm going to show you how to use that. It has ankle straps, that will be for our lower body workout, and it has these really nice handles. This has been a great investment. You can work your whole body. So let's get started. Just as before, always make sure you warm up, jumping jacks, jogging in place, knee lifts. Get that body warmed up at least 5 to 10 minutes. Upper body stretches. You can take 2 door handles if you want and do a stretch for your upper back because we're going to be working that. I call this a water ski stretch. Grab onto 2 door handles or a clean sink. Stick your tail out and stretch back and hold it for 30 seconds. That's the water ski stretch. Another stretch, you can put your hand in a doorway straight out, rotate the hips out and lean in, and you should feel a nice stretch through the front of your shoulder and your chest. Hold 30 seconds. We'll also be doing this throughout your workout. And then tricep, you have a back scratch. Gently pull your elbow and pull back and hold. We'll be working your triceps a little bit today. And then arm across your body. Push the elbow in and hold 30 seconds. So of course you'll do each side of the body. So once you're warmed up and you've stretched, we're going to start. I'm also going to show you, I have a spare little band here. If you don't have a set of bands or you don't want to get them and you just have one band, I can show you what to do with that without the door stop. But let's get started. One very important thing, it may seem obvious, but I'm going to point it out anyway, is that when you put it in a door, make sure the door is closing towards you. When you put the door stop in, if it's on the other side, you're risking pulling the door open and you could snap yourself in the face with the band. So you just stick this little rubber ring up into the door here. Oh, it's hard for Shorty here. And then I just give it a good yank and see the door is shut tight. Then what I can do, I usually put all my bands through because I like to pick and choose, but I'm just going to put a couple through just to kind of show you. So let's pick. I like green, red, and yellow for this kit that I have. That when I combine them, it's a really good weight for me. So I just slide them through and make sure they're even. Sometimes it's better to just have the bands you want because then they don't get all tangled. And then I'm going to put the hand straps in and we're going to do some upper body. We're going to do some upper back work for your lat muscles where your bra muscles go around. Men, you don't wear bras, but for women. You can do lat pull downs. You know the bar at the gym? You do the lat pull down. You can do them with the bands. Couple of options. You can sit on a fit ball, sit on a chair, sit on the floor, sit on your Bosu. I'm going to sit on my fit ball. You want to make sure you're back far enough. The most important thing is that your shoulders are down. So you're going to kind of draw the shoulder blades back and pull wide and then come forward. If I want to go a little bit more like a lat pull down, I can sit on the floor, drop the shoulders, and pull back. Very important. If you're shrugging, if you're like this, see how I'm shrugging my shoulders? That is wrong. We want to work the muscles underneath your arms. So shoulders down, pull wide. You can also do close rows, pull in, resist it coming up. Now, if you only have one band and that's too easy, double them up. You can do one arm at a time. You can do it this way. You can go wide. And again, you can sit on the ball. That will make it much harder. So that's to kind of mimic a lat pull down. A seated row, you know the seated row machine that you do at the gym. You can put your band in the door this way. Again, always double check. You can sit on a fit ball. I really recommend getting a fit ball. At this point, you can get them on Amazon and they're not that expensive. Sit back fairly far. You're You're gonna pull in, shoulders down, pull in, hold, and resist it coming back. You can also go wide, just like you did with the lat pull downs, working on the upper back. So wide rows, close grip rows, one arm rows, lots of options to work that upper back. Okay, and the last option you can do this with dumbbells. At the gym, you've seen people do one arm rows before. Try it with the band low. You can put it down low. See, this is just great because your door is giving you all these options. I like to double up my bands for this, because if you do one, it's just, you really can't do one band, but you can do one light band. One knee on the ball. The leg that's down is the arm that you're working. Stomach in tight, back is flat. You're gonna pull in, woo, and resist it coming forward. Pull in and fight it coming forward. You should feel it right here through your lat muscle. So those are some options for your back. You can do all of them, you can do one of them. I'd recommend 1 to 3 sets, 10 to 15 times. Make sure you're challenged. The next one is chest. Same thing, you can put your band, oh, and if you don't have a door stop, I'm just gonna use this old band that I have, you can put it around 2 doorknobs. And same thing, you can pull wide, or you can do one arm rows. Be careful, this band, not all bands are made the same. This band group that I have, they're very strong and I believe they can't be broken, but this one you can tell it's a little bit old, so be very careful, they can snap. So just be careful, but this band that I have, I mean, these are really tough, they're really good bands. So for your chest, you can put it in the top of the door again. We're gonna do some flies and some presses. My cameraman helper is using the camera. Okay, sorry for the delay there. Chest presses. Again, pick out the group of bands that work best for you. I always just start with one. As you can see, yellow is the lightest, green is the next. It's a little bit fatter. You can come forward and you're going to kind of do a row going down. So you can push down. These are chest presses. The band's on top of me. Do not shrug your shoulders. Really make sure your shoulders are down as I eat my hair. Push forward, kind of like you're giving someone a hug, and squeeze those chest muscles together. You can also do flies. Okay, now I forgot to tell you, after the back exercises, you'll do the water ski stretch. After all those back exercises, after the chest exercises, you'll do the straight arm stretch. After every set, you do a stretch. Hold it 20 or 30 seconds. I believe in stretching in between sets instead of just standing there waiting 30 seconds. Move, keep yourself moving. You can also do a lower chest press. And again, sitting on a fit ball doing these is also great for your core. You can do them this way, standing up. I'll show you standing on the ball. Again, you can do presses and flies. Okay, hold your core in tight. As soon as I move forward, that core is going to kick in. You're going to push forward and come back. I find it more comfortable with the band on top. You can also go this way, curl the thumbs under, and come under. I just don't like feeling that band hit me underneath, but it's not going to hurt you either way. You can also do flies, come around like you're hugging someone, and come back. Core in tight. The further out you go, sometimes you just need to be further out. You don't even need to put a heavier band on there. See, it's already tighter for me. I can also sit on my fit ball. This is going to add my core in big time. So I'm sitting on the ball. Be very careful, because sometimes at first you don't know what it's going to feel like. I kind of brace myself, push forward, and come back. So these are some things you can do for your chest muscles. Again, if you don't have the door stop, you can put it around the door handles and do the same thing I just did. For your shoulders, we can do shoulder presses and side raises. So I'm going to take these out of here. And once you get used to it, you'll get used to setting this hold up. Gary and I have just been plugging in the door and taking turns and using the bands we need. It's really been great for us. Shoulder presses, again, if you have high blood pressure, even if you're on medication, I don't recommend doing anything weighted over your heads. So I would skip this one, but I'm going to show you what it is. These are shoulder presses. I'm going to need something lighter, I can already tell. So, and sometimes it's just hit or miss, and what I do, I keep a journal. I write down the colors I use so I know each workout what I'm using, because it's kind of a guessing game at first. You may think it's easy, and if you don't want to have bad form. If your form's bad, then you need to go lighter. So, standing on the band, you can push overhead and do palms face in shoulder presses. Okay? You can do wide shoulder presses. Both of them are equally wonderful for your shoulder muscles and the back of your arms. Now, say I'm not ready to go up in weight, but I'm like, gosh, I could use a little bit more. Just spread out a little bit. The shorter you're making the band for your arms, the harder it's going to be. Okay, that may be a little bit too short. It won't go up very high, so it's stopping me there. Even this is okay, just doing a partial movement, but I'm not going to force it. I don't want it to break, so probably I could add another band to this. Another one, this is okay if you have high blood pressure, side raises. Again, you can stand on the band. Elbows slightly bent. You're going to lift up, elbows and wrists come shoulder height. Do not, I see this all the time, okay? This is incorrect. You want those shoulders, shoulders, elbows, and wrists to be level with the ground and lower down. Exhale, lift up and come down. Totally works on the deltoid, your shoulder muscle. The stretch that goes with both of these is the salute stretch, the arm across the body. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, if you're really one of those people who really want a challenge, double the band up and you can do one arm. Again, I'm using the lightest weight, but excellent for your shoulder muscle. Just if you want just something different. So those are shoulders. Biceps, I'm going to add a little bit more weight just to show you. So I'm just going to add this red one. This red one says it's 8 pounds. So I don't worry too much about the number, but it's nice to know kind of about what I'm doing here. They're probably different than the weight you have in your dumbbells, but it's just kind of nice to have a number with it. So bicep curls, very basic. I start with my legs together, elbows slightly forward, but shoulders are not curled forward. This is wrong. Okay, I see this a lot. Stand up straight, abs in tight, knees are soft, elbows slightly forward, curl up, and let it come down slow, resistance. This is not doing too much, but if you go slow and controlled, you're really going to isolate that bicep muscle. Need more of a challenge? You can go wider. Another thing you can do is rotate out, do the biceps at a different angle, working them a little bit differently. You can also do one arm. This might be challenging because I have 2 weights on here, but one arm, curl up and lower down. Notice my form, knees are soft, shoulders are down, I'm not hunching forward. The stretch for this would be the straight arm stretch in the doorway again. Triceps, last one, the back of those arms, the lunch lady arms. What you can do again is put the band up in the door. And this one I've noticed I've had to mess around with weights a little bit. In the beginning I thought I could do a lot of weight, but actually I really can't. You want to make sure you can get that squeeze in the back of your arm. So you're going to put it up in the door again. Double check it, always double check it. Tricep push downs, you know at the gym how you do the rope push downs with the rope? Very similar. Elbows next to the body, knees are soft, elbows are slightly back. You're going to push down, pinch the back of those arms like you have a grape underneath your armpit, and come back up a little bit before 90 degrees. Exhale, pinch the back of those arms, and come up a little bit before 90 degrees. Need a little bit more of just something different or a challenge? Do one arm. Push down, pinch the back of that arm, come up 90 degrees. Pinch, and come up 90 degrees. Overhead extensions. You know, at the gym you do the rope overhead extensions. Very similar motion. Again, you have to mess with the weights a little bit. I usually start a little closer. I'm telling you these things because I learned the hard way. Start back a little bit and see how it feels. Once you push forward, it's a whole different world. The first time I did it, I stood way out here and I couldn't move. So start back toward the door a little bit. Elbows, the back of your arms are parallel to the ground. You're going to push straight forward, pause, resist it coming back a little bit before 90 degrees. Pull that core in tight. You're doing a lot of core work. Shoulders are down and you're working the back of your arms. A couple of wrong things I see is this. That is not right. And this, you're going to hurt your shoulders. Keep those elbows to the shoulders parallel to the ground. Push forward and come back. Great for the back of those arms. The stretch for that would be hitching the back, tricep stretch. If you don't have a door stop, you can use your single band. What you can do is stand on it, and you're going to use it just like a dumbbell. You're going to put your elbow next to your body, push back, pinch, and come forward. You can even put the leg forward for a little bit more resistance and come forward. This is if you just don't have the band with the door stop and just have one. So those are basically all your muscle groups for your upper body that you can to be with bands. Again, you don't have to get this one. There's a whole bunch of them on Amazon, but this has been the best investment I ever made, and it's a good set. It wasn't super expensive, but I highly recommend it. So good luck.